Oh yeah, creamy style. Alright, I gotta change some things really quickly. Like my position of that pedal. There we go. Oh yeah. Alright. It is going to be the 26th tomorrow when the stream ends. My name is Biggie Dude, and you are watching the Chill Piano, whatever the heck we called it today. What did we call it today? The Chill Peaceful Deep Voice Piano Vibes Chill Peaceful Deep Voice Yappin and Tappin Piano, whatever I called it. I don't remember. Reading is hard sometimes. All right, so like refreshing audios, just checking my audios and being a guy. Or just being. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Tori? How are you? Okay, testing. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Tori? How are you? I sound like a boss. Yeah, Adam, buddy, let's go. Let's go. Testing Crispy. Hey, look. Everybody's where they are. Okay, let me do this real quickly. Heck yeah, it's time, everybody, to get creamy. Rated PG-13. W. Tori. Hey, Tori's got some really cool emotes, and so does Adam. Oh, wow. We'll talk about that in just a moment. All right, so this is the Chill Piano. Oh, yeah, creamy style. All right, what is the category we're going to be in today? Let's find out. What's up, Trey? How are you? We're going to be funny today. It's not like it matters. They never show my stream on that platform anymore anyway. It's kind of funny. You're doing great. I'm really happy about that. That's really cool. I got to test the audio real quickly. And yeah. Test the audio real quickly. Hey, nice. All right, so hold on. And now I gotta, like, my freaking Biggie Dude emote was, or Biggie Dude emote. This isn't an emote, it's a Funko. This Biggie Dude thing, it kept falling when I was trying to set it up and, you know, finding the right spot, or like being like this and then falling down. Yeah. What's up, Adam? What's up, Tori? What's up, BB Squad? What's up, everybody? What's up, lurkers, workers, and twerkers? What's up, cheese? What's up, toast? What's up, cinnamon toast crunch? Tori says, W Biggie Dude for being freaking amazing, for gifting me a sub in these awesome emotes for BB Jazz. You're welcome. You know, today was such a cool day. You know, it's so fulfilling when people live their freaking dreams, dude. You know, it's just so fulfilling, and I love that crap. You know, there's just something about creating an idea out of nothing and then just doing it, and doing it in a way that a large corporation says, hey, we like your idea. We want to buy it. And you'll be like, okay. Wow, we got doubled? Oh, two bots at the same time. 2 bots at the same time. You missed my live. I'm right here. You're not missing it. I'm right here right now. You might have missed it before, but now you're not, because you're here literally right now. I'm talking to you, Trey. Hold on. I'm getting Supercar ready so I can autoplay some freaking Road to Glory here. Hold on. If I can, okay. God, no, I don't need that. Oh my God. My fat finger stuff. Get wrecked. Adam, +2. Oh yeah. Yes, I think I am here. You are here, Trey. That's pretty cool. I closed out of this freaking program. How are you still there? Freaking a program I don't really need on my phone anymore. The wallet for your health stuff from back when COVID was COVID. But it's like I've always just updated. Hey, Marcor is making fried poop. What the hell? Superguard, why are you broken? Or do I gotta update it in this phone? I thought I updated it already. Maybe I didn't. No, okay. I'll get there. Don't worry. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just vibing. Today, you want to know what my goals were? I'll tell you. I'll get my, I have a daily Google Docs thing where I go through like basically my day, and it's all the stuff that I want to get through, or like things that if like long-term, short-term, other things, things of days when things happen, 1 second, I gotta turn this down here. 1 second. Hello. No, I hit the wrong button. And Gemini says, "Oh, hey, you want to talk?" I'm like, "No, I don't." All right, drive. So I want to tell you my ahi, my all right. Where is that one? September. Okay, so here was my list of things to do today. I had 4 things to do. Cardio, which I did about 2 hours worth. BBFM, I wanted to be there to support my friend and vibe, and I was very successful. Vibe was the 3rd thing, and B. Cardio, BBFM, vibe, and B. And, obviously eat and other stuff, but that's vibing, when you're hungry and you just eat. So this is just icing on the cake. This is just a beautiful little adventure of everything. And we got people from all across the planet here today. Excuse me. All right, so let's get back there. Tori says, I didn't expect a gift sub from you, man, but I'm really used to be having. I like it when people use the BB Jess emotes in my chat. I love when we have a wall of boobies. It's a beautiful day. BBFM was so cool, dude. Like, I was in my mind, even without thinking about it, I was just remembering the first show, back when there was like call-ins and stuff. And how far the whole format has come, and how much the bits feel a lot the same, but they feel way better, like everything was just so cool. There was like dancing and like other fun stuff. And we got, like I said, the wall of BB Jess boobies emotes in the chat. That's you all did that. That's pretty cool. You got the BBFM Radio Reimagined. You know it. I love the sound things too. The Radio Reimagined. That deep voice and stuff. That's whoever did that was wicked good. They were like pros. I'm like, yeah. I don't want to do stuff like that. I just want to be this in general. But that's like, if I ever wanted to really get money for voice acting and stuff or whatever, I would probably have to start with Fiverr or something. I think that's where she got that, but I don't know. But all the little cool sounds, like I wouldn't know where to start with that. But it doesn't really matter. Yes, listen to Sheet Post Tortoise and your life will become more magical. Trust me, I'm a biggie dude. But all right, so here's my day. I had such a beautifully wonderful day. I watched BBFM, I saw the entire show. I was doing some other stuff, obviously, because it's not hard to do like the check-in, this coin and that coin and what did I make today and what that. It's not hard to do. And sometimes I could lurk easily if I chose to, but it's like the fun things that I do, I can multitask like a boss. That's pretty good. Oh my God, Marco. Sheet Post Tortoise is the name of me. I am the Sheet Post Tortoise. It's my naughty music. It's like my Tenacious D. Okay. Thank you. But anyways, so after the amazing, it was a 5-hour stream, And the last hour was so cool because Dubs Music and Amaze were interviewees. They're also one of the people, one of the groups that got Kick Studios production for their Underground Uprise, which I've seen all three of the performances that they've done at DreamHack. And the three DreamHacks that I've been to, at least, I don't think there was a one before that, but to see just the growth in the audience and how it's like the first time, this was Dallas 24. First time was like, it was in the middle of the day. And the second and the third ones, it was like at night, and everybody was there. Like it's like a thing. It's like, you know, you got to go to this concert because it's so freaking cool. Everybody who is everybody that's cool, and obviously Dubs and Amaze are so freaking awesome at what they do. And then the winners of the contest, Underground Uprising, which BB Jess is the guest judge tomorrow. We found that out today on BBFM during their interview, and that's just really exciting. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but I think it's really a cool thing. You know, you woke up late and missed it. It's okay. You know, it happens, dude. It's all on a VOD, I think, you know, so if you want to check it out, it's pretty cool. Also, the playlist is on her Twitter of all the cool songs that she plays, and that's going to be something that she is doing now. Yeah, she's doing such a great job, and we're all so proud of her. You know, this isn't about me, it's about all of us together, just being there for our homie, you know what I'm saying? And she's just cool as hell. So you weren't there all stream, but yeah, I could have left, but my goal today was, I mean, it was raining the entire day. I wasn't going to go out and walk on the trail. I just wanted to be there because it's so exciting, you know, because we were all there from when it was just an idea, you know, like when I was like, I think I'm going to start a radio station, you know, like, and now here it is, freaking it's a true production now. I was like, and there was giveaways too, like I think she gave away $500 altogether, and that's just for showing up, dude. And one of the people, Chris, a really awesome dude, Chris ESX, donated his prize to the VGC USA, and that's everybody knows how much we give a crap about them because it's so directly related to my former career of teaching. You know, I firsthand have seen video games turn people that thought they had nothing in common in junior high to lifelong friends, you know, and it's just kind of neat, the power of video games and stuff, you know. What's the word? Oh, philanthropist or philanthropy? Do you know what philanthropists do, or what philanthropy is, or what philanthropists do? Yeah, what's the definition for us? Oh, you don't know the definition? Well, I'll tell you. Okay. The question Mark had is, what is a philanthropist? And Biggie Dude is reading this from fidelitycharitable.org, which is not sponsoring me. Excuse me. A philanthropist is a person who donates time, money, experience, skills, or talent to help create a better world. Anyone can be a philanthropist regardless of status or net worth. There we go. Hey, Devin, you're amazing. You look like you're the coolest person I've ever freaking met, and I just met you. Wow. No, don't do that. Unban him. That's not a bot. That's a person. People can be fun. You know what I mean? It's like, join my Discord. That's not even a person. That's like a program. You know what I mean? Remember, I've been freaking streaming for almost 17 years, dude. I need the fun. I mean, I didn't answer the question. No, Adam, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I love how, okay, first up, remember, okay, just for the mods, if it's a human, I like to play. You don't understand. Nobody freaking trolls me anymore because I'm this. And everybody knows that I'm cool, and they find out real freaking fast because I just don't care. And then if they start being like really obnoxious and just be like, then you can just get rid of them. And you'll hear me announce it in a fun way, like, mods, you may do what you will. Something fun and theatrical or some crap like that. But if they're promoting a silly Discord or something that, or like, you're tired of streaming to 0? Eat my poop and eat my Discord and then stream to 4. We'll get you $1,000 a day pooping your pants on the internet. Yeah, let's go. Join our Discord. Blah blah blah. You know how it is. It's just like, whatever, dude. I have too many picks. I had 55, and now you got to get to 0 picks. Hi, Shannon Buck. I don't think I said hi to you. You're wonderful. I was doing a hand heart, but this is only it's only half of it. So we just wow, Marcour's got some ideas that is interesting. So what's up, everybody? How are we doing? So after the amazing stream, I started doing a walk-in in the house, and an hour into my walk, Johnny Ridlin started streaming. So I was walking and streaming or watching streams, and then I watched him, and then he kept crashing some, and then basically I was just every now and then just typing something somewhere, and then I was here, and I had such a beautiful day of it was such a beautiful day of consuming streams and the arts and everything that is wonderful, Johnny is not the arts per se, but his streaming is definitely a work of art it's just chaotic art, which is pretty cool. No, be gooder, you get the corner, right? W everybody. Yeah, that guy didn't even come back. He's like, oh, okay. He probably wasn't even there anyway, but you know what? Johnny says, the guy who's taking my shift? Yeah. I don't think he is ever going to take your shift, sir. Wait, am I too small? Hold on. I think. Okay. I'm getting used to the chair still. The new chair. It definitely smells a little less chemically today. Except I can't read. Anytime my shirt kind of sneaks up, I can't. I don't have access to it from the back because of how the chair is designed. So mentally, is definitely not there. Yeah, Johnny is funny. But for those of you that are wondering, who is he talking to? I'm currently streaming on 4 platforms. So I'm talking to whoever's talking on any platform. Right now, I see people talking on 2 platforms. I see people that are on the other 2 platforms. But yeah, Shannon said, get me from the back. Hey, yo. Shannon, +1. You're naughty. Hey, look, it's Shrek's eyeball. Can you do any impressions? Yeah. Here, look, I'm your dad. Where's the milk? Sorry, that's really insensitive. Usually that's a troll thing. My dad's dead, so it's okay. I've been hanging out with Adam too much in the streams, and Shannon. Their naughty energy is corrupted my fragile little mind. It doesn't. I'm just silly. How's everybody doing today? I had just such a beautiful day. Who, me? Couldn't be. Somebody had a parent that went out to get the milk and they never came back, or else it never would become a thing. You know, there had to have been the truth of that. You know. But no, like, I did some thinking about some stuff today as well. And that's how I came up with that really short but simple to-do list today. You know, the vibing was like working out and walking, and I didn't have to mail out anything because I still am waiting on money on 2 cards, but it's a small amount. I mean, compared to the other stuff, it's still a large amount, but like, and the arts were alive and well today, and humanity was alive and well today, and all the good stuff was alive and well today, and it was cool. You hit the gym today, and it was push day. Nice. Yeah, I was there. It made me talk again because I was kind of lurking. I was walking, and it's like, "What, minivan? Hey, Adam, what does minivan?" I laughed loudly in my house. Shannon, you were here for the minivan conversation, right? Were you here? Because, well, you know, yeah, okay. I figured that. Where you have 2 passengers in the front and 5 passengers in the back. It's a minivan. And this is just to count in case people forgot how to count. So you have 2 passengers in the front, okay, and 5 passengers in the back. Maybe like huddled together or something. But you have to make sure they have seatbelts. You can't count? Sorry. Well, you are from Canada. That's just a bad joke. You're wonderful, Markor. I laughed. That's the point. I wanted you to laugh. I knew you would know that I wasn't serious and stuff. Guys, Big Dude's being the best streamer in all the land. Oh, Markor, that might not have been what you wrote, but that's what I said, and that's beautiful. Because on the VOD that lasts, the one on the red website, nobody's going to know what you said. You're awesome, Markor. Thanks for being alive, dude. Thank you all for being alive. Thank you, especially the lurkers, workers, and twerkers, and anybody that watches this on the VOD. Yeah, buddy, got a tab open on you, dude. Have it on the stream. Woo! Locked in all night. Johnny, did you quit streaming? Yeah, you did quit streaming. I forgot. Because your computer frames are pooping. Oh, no, you're still streaming? You're still live? Oh, hey, hi, Johnny Stream. You all smell like beautiful flowers. Johnny smells like up dog or gummy bears. Just wanted to tab me open. You sounded like those other people. There's no one in your stream. Your stream is dead. Aw. You ended stream a lot today? Yeah. Markor says, hey, I was about to say Johnny smells like up dog. Hey, Markor, ask Johnny if he wants to take your shift tomorrow. They all left us late. Yeah, it's 11:35. Not all of your friends are like losers like me. Okay, bye. Screwdrivers to Markor. Markor rules. Okay. I had to think fast on that one. I could have just said that. Okay, have fun going back to the game. We Marble Rebels. Hope you don't rage too much. Good luck. Hope you make it to Platy. Or, because you're in gold. Hope you don't D-rank. He's gone. And he's gone. Dying Light Beast. Oh, kill all the zombies. Don't get zombie bad. You're so bad. You're so cool, Johnny Verlin. I wish I could be as cool as you. That was a really good fart sound. I'm really happy about it. Johnny, happy clubbing! Thank you. Take care, everybody. Love you, man. We've known each other from streaming for 16 years, almost 17. Back in our day, we only had a little webcam on the laptop. Oh man, I was streaming in 140p my pants. Thank you. Thank you very much. I always invested in the audio side of my stuff because I always wanted to sound good because I was the singer and I had played piano and guitar. And but the funny thing is, for the first few years of streaming, anytime I would record something, it wasn't an audio rip from a stream because a lot of times the quality wasn't that great. Sometimes it was an audio rip. But I would have a flip video camera. This is like how old school this was, like in 2009 and stuff. And I would record it, like the audio for the I Love Chicken song, and the I Love Pizza song, and a lot of those big songs that do well still. It was from a flip video camera from 2000 and I got that camera in 2007. Because that's how I started YouTube, was with a flip video camera. And then I upgraded it, and then Cisco bought them out and just destroyed everything because it was rapidly becoming obsolete because phones were just being able to do so much more. It's kind of like that picture where you see what a phone can replace like over decades. Like, it's fascinating. Like, all you need is a phone really right now. Like, I'm actually debating I'm debating bringing my laptop. I do use it at conventions and stuff, but I don't really even need to bring a laptop anymore. Well, I could for crypto things. That's always smart. I probably will still do it. Use a much better mic than what you need for it. Yeah. You just told Johnny he's taking your shift. Brilliant. But yeah, Bill Ding. Is that Jay? Please be Jay. Yes, Jason. I love you, man. I hope that you're. Oh, he left already. Damn it. I saw the name. Yeah, Bill Ding. Yeah, he does like names like that. He's cool. He's from the Wordle days. What's up, Adam? You're everywhere. That's so cool. Shannon's getting sleepy. Sleepy time for Shannon. Good night, Shannon. We hope you rest well. And I hope that your dreams are creamy. Rated PG-13. Thank you for putting the BBJS boobies and Biggie Dads in the chat, Adam. I always appreciate both of those emotes. Because they're two cool people. It's true. Ah! No! Rest in peace, this cornflake that fit the floor. And I got it in the trash can. Okay. I'm still getting used to the automated, like how the chair rolls and stuff. Hey, look, more emotes of BBJ's Ruby's emotes. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 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 I have to listen sometime to see if it actually does make the harmonic series through that, because It's supposed to. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. It's time to get creamy. Rated PG-13. I can't talk. Shout out to everybody on the 4 platforms I'm on. I'm not saying which ones I am on because I don't need to anymore. Just in case, probably. I think they're in the same law firm. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. If you want to put a W in the chat, that's where it's at. Why does it feel... It's because this. Okay, hold on. Don't be sad. I will figure this out. Elevator. What's up, Warlords Unite? How have you been? It's good to see you, dude. Elevator was buying the company. Oh, that's the fourth wall. She said she's gonna take them to the next level. Oh my god. Markor +1. Wait, here we go. And now, something that Markor just typed in the chat. I heard Elevator was buying the company. Miss Elevator? She says she's gonna take them to the next level. Thank you. That was a +1 worthy for sure. Warlord says, I've been pretty busy and been going through stuff, still am. Hey, you're welcome to share it if you wish. You know, that's kind of what this stream is all about. I get out my emotions and stuff for the first half hour or so. And then we just hold space for each other. And sometimes people in the chat really are much more knowledgeable about things or can relate to things, and we just kind of are here for each other. Basically, we're just being. And I'm playing the piano and talking and just connecting with the universe digitally. I mean, really, when you think about it. And we're going to go through another loop before I do the breath here for the cave of rebirth and stuff. I just kind of... I'm in such a beautiful mood today. I had such wonderful experiences observing things and being a part of things in a non-performative way, just being there. And it's great to, you know, use your aesthetic mind to... You know, there was a lot of cool things that happened. Billboard to do advertising for the company. Oh my goodness, the Lord. All right. Can I read that out loud, Warlords? It does save on a playlist that's on the red site. Okay, I always anytime that something is like personal and I always want to make sure I have permission, because I want people to be aware that, you know, this is gonna stick around, you know. All right, Warlord says, I've been overthinking a lot the past few days, and I feel like I ruined everything that I had going with my crush. I even feel like I've let her down and hurt her. I just can't ever forgive myself for that. I don't have a lot of context, but here's my stuff. Universe is pretty crazy. There's so much stuff that we're never gonna know, and have you ever noticed that things just kind of work out? Whoops. even if mistakes happen, just like that note was a mistake, that was unintentional, but it proves a good point. We all think that we know what's up, but we're not just our mind. We're not our mind. We're a soul, and our mind likes to think it's in control, but the soul is in control because it's, body, mind, and soul. The soul is in control of everything, probably, theoretically. And just let it go, If you've been chasing, if you've been doing stuff like that, or, you feel like there's a bad power dynamic or whatever, just let it go. If she knows how you feel and she doesn't choose you, what's up? Funhouse, how are you, dude? Happy Thursday. There's billions of other women on the planet. You know what I mean? And you can let go of those things. The universe has a really cool way of bringing the people that need to be together. And not just like romantically, but like the people that are in your life, And sometimes the people in your life, start as friends or enemies sometimes, or competitive, something like that. And you think they're one thing and they're not. And then you get to learn more, and then things sometimes happen, You never know. But if you let go and just trust in the universe, everything that's gonna be, that you want, that you bring, or that the energy that you resonate with will come back to you, Anna Log and her vintage tech store. That's funny. Anna Log. Elevators. No relation to Darth. But if you have any questions, Warlords, we're here for you, dude. Adam says, sometimes it's easier to let go and let it live on than to stick around and hurt both of y'all, even if it's unintentional. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not going to guess context because I don't need to, you know what I mean? But in the past, I've liked girls that weren't interested in me in that way. But a lot of times, this happened a lot in college. They sometimes people playing the game. I don't know. I don't have the game. I just am this, you know what I mean? And that's because I don't care. I'm having a beautiful time. If I resonate with somebody or vibe with somebody, I want to see where the vibes take us. That'd be cool. But that doesn't happen a lot in my world because I don't need anybody. I don't get interested in people because I have a lot of, I need somebody that is smart, that is intellectual and curious, and doesn't just accept things for the way they are, because there's a lot of people. Thank you so much. Funhouse says, I adore you. I'm just a dude trying to do what I can do with my life and just be here for people, But timing is also a thing, I've had 3 women that I'm aware of that have flat out told me that they ended up, or they married somebody that reminded them of me. And every time they meant it as a compliment, and every time it just hurt me. So it's like, it's just kind of funny. And maybe they were interested in me at some other point and just didn't tell me, or I just thought they were being friendly, and I just won't know. I've been, my go-to when I've been told no or not like that, or I like you as a friend, or whatever ways that the answer is no smoochy stuff. I've always just like, okay, well, that didn't work out. And then I move on. Or it's more like, I'm not going to hold a torch for somebody that doesn't want me. You know what I mean? And so that's why, if any of those three people really told me they were interested in me back in the day, this is all college. What if that had happened? My life could have very easily been different. I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking it to see me. Oh, wait. Like John Cena? You're doing Notting Hill with, I love that movie. With Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant. That's a great, oopsie daisy. Teriyaki is the chef for Ella's Company. You're looking it up on the internet, and I love it. But Ella, we have a whole lot of lore. Salvage just started up his recycling business. Dude, that's so great. Markor +3. I'm going to just skip it. Notting Hill, not Cena. Yeah. Well, you know. The actual, see, here's the thing. If it's a movie quote and people do it wrong, I know what the quote is. I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her. Warlord says, maybe I just need to take some time away from her and focus on myself. I will say this. Self reflection is always good, because you find that the things that you're projecting onto the other person. I've done a lot of like spiritualism crap recently. So have you ever seen The Last Unicorn? Hell yeah. One of my great streamer friends is named Lady Amalthea after Lady Amalthea. She's awesome. And that's how she got her name, from The Last Unicorn. Unicorn! Unicorn! You have her. Oh, you mean like as a figure? I was like, not as a streamer. I'm like, she's a person. You'll show me? Okay, cool, yes. But Warlords, self-focus, self-internalization. Like, I was going... Well, she's a rock by my waterfall. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Rock on. But yeah, focusing on yourself is good. Self-reflection is better than just searching for something else first. Because when you're forced to look inward, you grow. And if you're happy with yourself, that's really kind of when everything just kind of flows, you know? I've just been kind of flowing for a while, and I've done so much self-healing through this stream thing that's been like 9 months now. You know, we started doing these streams in the beginning of January. First, they were only on the one platform that was going away. And then, you know, the end of like basically 8 months ago, it was, I don't know, the 20th, I want to say, January 20th. So 8 months ago is when we started doing the multi-stream stuff. And when, the one platform, all those live streams stay. The red one, the oldest platform in all the land. And the amount of self-growth that I've done just from these piano streams, and just playing out my emotions and letting things that have been deep trauma wounds that I didn't think were still a part of me, to find that mental, you just dig in your own, stuff. Some of those emotions are buried deep, and some of those feelings of inadequacy and just not feeling that you're good enough for anybody because you're alone. And if you're alone, and even if people think you're cool, which everybody always thinks I'm cool, well, why don't they want to be with me? Because they're not for me. It's amazing how much that, because of the way that you think society tells you what to do, or what you expect from like religion or politics or everything, or just living. I didn't tend to have a lot of girlfriends. I was usually on my own. And so many girls that were my friends would say to me, why aren't you with somebody? Stuff like that. And it's just like, and I always just thought it's just nobody wants me that way. And we've talked about some of the things in college. I'm not going to talk about it when it's on a platform with a VOD. We had a deep dive last night and the other night, on the after parties and stuff. And a lot of times, like, things just didn't work out pretty quickly, I didn't know a lot, and people didn't want to take time on things, and people wanted certain things that I wasn't prepared to give at that point, But because sometimes, when all of the friends tell you that, you're cool and all this other stuff, but nobody wants that side, that other side, or if they do, they don't know how to approach you. I got, like, when I was growing up, and like in high school and college especially, I don't know how many times I got like, you're just too good for me. Dude, I'm not too good for anybody, Happy today, you're awesome. And, well, I mean, long story short, too late. I'm awesome, and I know it, and I don't care. And if nobody wants me in that way, I'll just be alone forever, because I'm good. I love who I am. I got really cool people in my life. And if the universe wants me to be with somebody, it's going to happen anyway. We got Shrek's eyeball and the tree of gold is approaching, right? Beast Mode, I hope you're doing good. Cop out excuse. I think because of how many times I have been told that, in that time of my life, my early 20s were a lot of, I love you, but no bleeping way, to quote the Front Bottoms, which, I only know because of Jess. Yeah, obviously. It's just really funny. And I just got used to it. I knew I was cool enough, and that's all that mattered. I never lost hope. And eventually I did find somebody that found me, rarely, found me because I had the word dude in my name on Instant Messenger in 2000. And it all worked out that way. There was so many coincidences already. And and we got married, and it was fun. It was cool for a while, and people grow apart sometimes. I don't think I was the best version of myself. I think I just tried to make her happy and put away my own hopes and dreams and desires a lot. That's what it feels like. What's up, Danny? Hot diggity dog with nacho cheese and pickle relish was yummy, like a Kinder Bueno. Yeah, like I saw that in Johnny's stream. Adam says, you are bleeping awesome, dude. Oh, I know. You had a wild birthday? That's awesome, dude. I've been really peaceful and beautiful. I've never been happier in my life so far. And I'm one with myself and the universe. I'm here. I'm just alive and full of wonder and hope and joy and love, and just I really truly am just loving everything right now, just being, and it's so cool. You know, I'm just this, and that's a lot when you think about it. You went to the Wyatt Six house at Universal in Orlando. That's so cool, dude. You got the noti from a VOD that had been up for 18 hours. Yeah, sometimes notifications are stupid. They're bad. I've done that before, and those are always the relationships that die the quickest for you. What have you done before? If you go, it's worth it. I haven't been to Orlando in a while, but last time I was in Orlando was for Playlist 2016. Hey, Nur Hidayah, Draman. Yay. But, in Kim Possible, there's the Nacho Bueno. Hey, I like that. Nacho Bueno. Bueno Nacho. Good night, Danny. Take care, buddy. You're in the WWE? No, you're not. Danny is. He works for them. Bueno, Nacho, Nacho, Bueno. Bueno, Nacho, Nacho, Bueno. You quit, right? Hello, welcome in. Hey, Adam. Welcome everywhere. What's up, rock on, rock on, rock on? How you doing? But I'll definitely let her know in the morning that I need space from her for a bit. I know that she'll be coming into the town I'm from for a visit in a month and a half. And you know what? I don't know how much access you have to therapy and actual real people that know what they're doing. Or if that's even something that you want. But talking to a licensed therapist or a professional is always a good thing. I've done counseling stuff myself, and it was very helpful for the times I was in. Markor says, my therapist is awesome. Yeah, dude. And because remember, as much as we try to help people here, we are not legit. We might be like a half of a Band-Aid or a 1 hour fix, to a or whatever. You know what I mean? We're not anything. We're for entertainment purposes only. And I always want, but a lot of people feel great and stuff, and that's cool. But I never want to be like something that I'm not. And that's like, I'm just truth. I want to be truth. And that's cool. But yeah, going within yourself. That's kind of what I decided around Thanksgiving. I saw, it was when that little spider was hanging out. I do talk about this a little bit because it was a major shift in my outlook on life. For some reason, right around Thanksgiving and right around when right before or right the day I saw Wicked in the theater, I just kind of thought about all of the relationships and friendships with women that I've ever had. And the ones that lasted the longest were the ones, including my former wife. I tell the story kind of the same, but so there's differences, but it's true. The ones that lasted the longest, like 10, 20 plus years, were all initiated or escalated by the woman. Even if they were from friend to boyfriend, girlfriend, wife and husband, friends with benefits. No matter what, if the woman started it or escalated it with me, we stayed friends forever, including my former wife, who I've been divorced from for almost 20 years. You know, she was in one of these late night piano things when it was just on the one platform. So there's no all this stuff. Marcor was there, and it was just such a cool vibe that, dude, like, you know, and just a quick shout out to my former wife. You know, like, I'm just so thankful that her and I weren't douchebags to each other, because that marriage basically ended New Year's going into 2005, basically. Even though it wasn't official for, like, because you got to do all sorts of nonsense, blah, 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 blah. But the whole point is, when my father passed away 10 years ago, in 2015, she was the third person I texted, and she was the first person that called. She called instantly. And to have had that experience was priceless. New Year's going into 2005, not when you were born. Your ex said nothing and we were married and he left you alone. Oh, wow. That was priceless. Yeah. Dang. Can I sit and just play games outside? Of course. And, like, a lot of people lurk here. Some fall asleep. I just saw your thing, Funhouse. You're good. I'm glad. Always that lurky. Yeah, dude. Beastmo says 2005 is when I started watching Distance for Brockman. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Mark Wurst says, I've reached out to some of my exes to apologize for things I did that was wrong. Some have said thank you, some ignored you, but it made me happy to do that. Interesting. That's actually very mature. That's really cool. There's hope for you yet, Markor. Skibbity Riz. Yeah, buddy. I gotta move my butt because I was leaning back too much. I have a new chair and I'm just adjusting to it in different ways. Plus, I did sit in this a lot longer today because I was while I was watching BBFM a lot, I was doing all sorts of different things on my good computer. But it takes strength to do that, yeah. Warlord says, one of my exes actually reached out to you recently and apologized to you. That's really cool. I had a weird experience, not from anybody I ever dated. But it was interesting. People, sometimes when you feel guilty about something, it stays with you. And you feel like you got to do like, my name is Earl, bucket list things or, karma lists. I had somebody that was in my life, and when they were in my life, they were much younger than I was, and not an adult. I think you can figure out what I'm trying to say. If I come to you, do teach piano? I don't teach piano anymore. I do have some YouTube videos of it, but I'm like 30. You're so kind. That's funny. I'm 51. But that's just so cool. You're 36? Nice. 46? Hot hike? There we go. My heart and mind definitely are younger than 51 by traditional standpoints, for sure. Yeah, to hike it, that's okay. You're the youngest person ever. You wanted to reach out to her, but she had you blocked. Interesting. Adam, that's funny. I think I'm at the point where I want to take a deep breath. Let's have, if you want to ask me questions about anything, they can be personal questions. There's some things I will not talk about, but I will answer almost everything. And if it's about specific people, I won't, just so you know, in case anybody's ever curious. But first, I got to take a deep breath, and I just remind you that everything is temporary. And right now, at this cavern of rebirth, I'm letting go of all of the things that are wonderful and sad, every thought, emotion, and feeling that my separate self-ego has thought or ever will think. And I let it all go to the universe. And then I take a deep breath, hold it, and I'll let it out, and then stay empty for a couple of seconds, and then take a deep breath in and just fill myself with the wonder, joy, hope, and love and possibilities from the universe. And I invite you to do the same. I had to clear my throat. And that was breathing. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. What's my favorite pizza topping? That's a great question. I don't like favorites. I will just tell you the ones that I like. I like jalapenos. I like bacon chicken ranch. I like mushrooms. I like onions. I like jalapenos a lot. I don't get them a lot if it's with mom. Olives, black olives sometimes, sometimes sausage, sometimes breakfast pizza. So it's got egg and sausage and cheese on it. Feta, regat, I love food. There we go. I don't like favorite questions because, I think fourth dimensionally, and time is a variable, and there's times where you discover something, and then there's phases and all that other stuff. It's very difficult for me to answer just a favorite question. Always has been. It gets more difficult to answer that question the older I get because of just how much more things I learn about. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. Come on. I'm just finding some dust bunnies on my keyboard, so I was like, yeah. It's rude to the others. Well, I mean, it's just like my brain doesn't work the way other traditional brains do, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a guy. All right, I have a question for anybody that's here that wishes to answer it. What's one thing that you did for yourself and just yourself today? I'm going to yeet. Yeet. Oh, it hit the rim. We made it yesterday. And that was kind of dope. Ow. Oh. I've been walking so much that sometimes my tailbone just, I have to sit on it in a special way, or else, because my muscles are all like ouchy and they don't get, it's strange. Right now I can sit up like this for a bit, but this is why, like, we'll figure it out. And I'm open up to other questions. You know, there are no rules. We just vibe. You know, I had a beautiful day today, full of the arts, the games, the music, the vibes, the creative elements, the physical connection to my body, the peace of just being here and knowing I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at this second. And 3 weeks from today, I'll be in San Diego for TwitchCon. And 5 weeks from today, I'll be in Atlanta for DreamHack Atlanta. And I'm going to see so many amazing people at both of those conventions. And I'm just so excited that it's so close. Yeah, dude, I watched The Homies today. It was dope, man. You know, Jess, when Dubs and the Maze were on, then they're both awesome people. I've met them both, and I always love the DreamHacks their portion of it. I've been to all 3 of the Underground Uprise concerts, and it's just been a wonderful experience each time. And it's just cool. Maybe it's only 2, but it feels like 3. I don't remember. No, I think it's been all 3 of the ones that I've been to. I think it's that's what it is. Or maybe the first one was just those 2, and then yeah, that makes more sense. Either way, they're awesome. I love watching them perform. And then Johnny, it was great to watch him. You know, it's cool. And all of us that are just proud of Jess for, you know, that huge success and big deal. You know, we're all just so proud of her and stuff. It's just so cool. I love that community. I love the BB squad. I love all y'all. Holy crap, dude, for real. You know, digital bohemians, you know, like a bunch of us are kind of not just the ones streaming, but the people that go to those streams that love those people, you know, and just they get so much from watching everybody do their thing in their special way that connects with everything, you know. We're changing the world for the better. You had a day your day was opposite. Oh, I hope that it's better now. Funhouse, you're awesome. I'm thankful that you're here. But yeah, over the weekend, on Sunday, I didn't really talk about this. I had such a strange, beautiful walk. And it was the last day of summer. And I didn't walk at the speed I normally walk. I knew that I just had to pay attention to something. And I felt like I was good. I felt peace. An overwhelming sense of peace that the universe is unfolding as it should. The clouds were beautiful that day. The swans were there. I saw some swans. Stop looking at me, swan. Or they weren't swans. They were Canadian geese. Honk, honk. They hiss if they're close by, because they'll be on that trail sometimes, and you kind of just got to walk by them a little bit, because they're just wild. And it was just like, I'm not worried about anything anymore. I just let go. Adam says, I wonder if that was the universe getting you ready for what Mom's was going through. She was already going through it. Because this was Sunday. She went to the hospital Saturday, and I visited Saturday. It was such a strange, peaceful feeling. And even though Mom was still in the hospital, I knew it was all going to be okay. I just felt an overwhelming sense of peace. An overwhelming sense of I am connected to my soul. And a lot of the times our brains can just screw everything up. I thought about like goals and hopes and things, and I kind of just felt like I just want to be. Because I know that over the course of a week or two, me, quote unquote, just being is going to figure out more stuff that I want to create, that I want to be a part of, that I want to be there for and support, sometimes be recharged. I like to self-recharge these days, but like in a day like today on BBFM, dude, I was like really recharging just in general. So, I mean, that's just cool. But I was like really just recharging myself to, yeah, I don't know. I don't like, what's a good way to say it? I'm not dependent on anybody else's activities or stuff for my emotional regulation. Is that a good way to say that? I got my own stuff taken care of pretty good, But the inspiration is good. I like that. Yeah. Okay, as I'm talking to myself. But yeah, but I felt like I let something go. Like the past. It really felt strange on Sunday. I felt like I was letting the version of me that was a teacher, even though I've been, not a teacher for a long time, but just like that old life doesn't need to define me, and I don't need to define myself in that way. Kind of like an ego death, I guess, just where like I'm a soul. I'm not my, just my accomplishments. You know what I mean? I don't know how to really explain it, but it felt like it's part of a spiritual enlightenment phase, like I leveled up again or something. And I'm just going to be, and it's been beautiful every day. There's just I'm just allowing myself to receive from the universe. I think that's kind of what happened too on Sunday, and like I just said, I allow myself to let everything go that I need to let go, and I allow myself to receive what I'm supposed to receive. And there's been a lot of cool stuff that's happened. Just from being. It's kind of amazing. But yeah. And you know, and having my friend Chris come back into my life, like just how that happened, you know, it was a 10-minute window for that to happen, for us to meet each other while we were both doing blood work. 10 minutes later, I don't see him at all, you know. Had to, like, divine timing is real. That's why I posted that on Twitter, like, back then, a week or two ago. It was the day before we recorded the album. It was 2 weeks ago, Thursday. It was literally 2 weeks ago. It's so funny. And the cool part is that I'll flat out say this. We stopped really talking. I stopped talking because I was very respectfully telling him my boundaries were changing, and he didn't like it. That's my opinion. And then, you know, I said, it's basically just in a quick thing. It's like, I was discovering that it's very difficult for me to just pick up a phone to just talk for, you know, to yap and stuff. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm always doing 5 to 7 things at once. At that point, it was 5 to 7. Now it's like 5 to 9 because like I'm growing in capacity for whatever. And you know, when somebody has been in your life for, you know, 15 plus years, like they and things are changing. Remember, they think of you as somebody from the long time ago, and may still view you as a person back then, where you're changing, you know. And it was difficult, but my boundaries were continuously crossed for a while. I was respectful, and it was over a time period. I mean, like months. And I just said, dude, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm like, I'm always doing so many things because I've got all these goals and hopes and dreams and things that I want to do. And sometimes it's just relaxing, and sometimes it's just focusing on this. And I was, you know, doing a whole lot. And he didn't like that, I don't think. And in my opinion, now that it's much, much later, and now that we're talking again, I think that he expected me to reach out, and I didn't. And then it was 8 months. I wouldn't be talking to him right now if we hadn't have seen each other at the blood work thing, you know? So it's like, I'm pretty sure that the universe needed something, but it's also a test to make sure that I still am strong in my boundaries. And I know that sometimes people want to change, sometimes people temporarily change, and I'm prepared for any of it. And I'm healthy with it because I know that I won't let my boundaries be compromised in that manner. You know, balance is such a huge thing for me. And in my lifetime, people have always tended to rely on me way more than I ever relied on anybody else. You know what I mean? Self-reliance was always something I was good. I had a very loving family and stuff. And I was kind of left to my own devices a lot, you know, latchkey kid. But by the time we were in 7th and 8th grade, there was always, we being my sister and I, there was always sports or drama club or, you know, all these activities and, you know, concerts and everything. We were very, very busy people. So, most of the times, like if it was January to March, didn't have to worry about being home till our parents were home at that time. You know what I mean? It was kind of funny. I ran out of, I had picks to do again, or else it was okay. One second here. Ka-chow. Oh, we're doing really good. I'm happy. Wow, nice. I've just been auto playing a lot and just vibing. So, but I feel like the reintroduction was a test to see how much I've really grown. And if I was just gonna be polite there, and then just not talk to him again, because that's what a lot of people would have done probably. But you know, like in that moment, I gave him a big hug and told him I loved him and stuff, like, because it'd been eight months. You know, he's an important person in my life. And then I texted him from the parking lot, you know, because he was already gone or whatever. And we've talked a few times, and it's been cool. And sometimes he's called, and I don't answer because he knows I've got a lot of stuff going on, and that's a boundary. If he really needs to text me, or if he really needs to talk, he can just text me. You know what I'm saying? And this time I'm not gonna worry about it, because he knows what happens if, you know, in that sense. And that's cool. And I know he'll never see this, but I mean, and if he does, I love you, dude. So that's what's up. So somebody asked me a question. I love life and boobies and everything. I'm the one playing the piano. I'm just kind of vibing and chilling. I wasn't actually talking about those boobies emotes. I was just talking about boobs. I do love the boobies emotes. Obviously, we talk about it a lot. So, boobies and Biggie Dad. It's like bed knobs and broomsticks. Probably not. They're emotes, everybody. It's okay. I'm a little lost, but I'm a lot awesome. That's beautiful. I just love my life so much. I got the kick update and it changed your PFP to one of those creepy green guys, and I had to change that. Yeah, mine's the same one for the that I have on Twitch. They're basically, it was an old custom made WWE Supercard picture that people made for me. What's up, Harry Ma? Speaking of WWE Supercard, yeah, buddy. I'm playing Road to Glory right now. Yeah. See? I'll show you. Road to glory. Ka-chow. I'm already on a Summer Slam. Kind of just been autoplaying and stuff. W. Harry. Yeah, we're in free-form questions. I had a beautiful day. Celebrated some friend successes and some cool other streams. And, I visited a couple other cool streams too, like Serena was on doing her front page thing. I visited before it started with the front page time, and that was cool. Serena Paris, awesome person. And I just love how people just show growth. And Serena's doing a great job at just having a really good month, really good couple of months, with all the cool pitch kick stuff. And I'm thankful that all of the people, so many people have said so many nice things about my little thing that we did 2 weeks ago. Snick Snacks said some really kind words today in Jess's chat to me about being proud of me and stuff. And that it doesn't ever hurt, because I've told her tons of times I'm proud of her too. So yeah. I feel like I lost. Well, yeah. I forgot that emote existed. That's funny. We don't take L's. We only take dubs. Yeah. Let's go, Harry. My fingers are starting to just be like, ow. I don't know how long I'm going to go to. I'm going to figure it out. But tomorrow I'm hoping to get paid for the last 2 cards that ended on Monday. If I have to relist them, I have to relist them, but it's okay. It's so goofy. Oh, I'm a snake. Yeah. Harry says, you know what, big dude? Go as long as you want. Your decision, your choice. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I think out loud, and I like thinking out loud. I talk out loud a lot. I talk to myself all the time because I remember by hearing things. So if I'm like just thinking about stuff and I speak it out loud, I'll tend to remember a lot of those things more than anything. You know what I mean? Also, I'm a really good listener. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. What the heck song is that, dude? Is that like a song? Adam knows it's a song. Ed Sheeran, Perfect. You need me, man. I don't need you. He uses a looper on that one. I remember seeing a picture that said, I thought this was just a cool Ed Sheeran thing. And then it became more terrifying the more I looked at it. And it was just like everything was Ed Sheeran. Like the road was just little pebbles of Ed Sheeran's face. And the more you looked at it, the more traumatized you were. It's kind of a slow song. Oh. So it's funny because like I think out loud. Like thinking out loud. See. It's an Ed Sheeran joke. Good wedding song? Yeah, dude. I was married once. I'm not now. I really like cornflakes this week. You ever just have cornflakes and just go crunchy? Here, watch. Okay. Crunchy. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. 'Cause I'm old and stuff, and so are you. Hey, this nursing home's really neat. Dan ice cream. Oh Lord, this is the idiots on the internet. Wow, I've got it all. I've got it already done. I think that's how it goes for Ed Sheeran. Oh, okay. Hey, if I don't get a girlfriend or whatever in 20 years, I always got the nursing home. I'll be rocking and rolling in my wheelchair. I could be dead tomorrow. I don't want to be, but things happen, dude. And that's why I always let people know how I feel, even if it's not good. And even if it's not good, I let them know I still care. This is about my buddy, who's now back in my life, you know? Like, he's the one that bought this, the Big E dude, the guitar strap, you know, Are You Ready to Walk? You know, he's been like a long-term friend, like almost 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Give me that. Adam, I almost said something that was exactly what you were saying. Give me that spoon, Mr. Piano Man. Give me that tonight. Cause I got my teeth out and I want to rock out. Oh, God darn it. I said the no teeth. I don't know if you heard the no teeth thing before. I don't know if you heard me say it before you wrote it. Gummy bear stuffs you up. The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. I know this song. That's the song. Bar in the bit to the bar is where I go. Me and the band we talk to. Boom, 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 bark, bark, bark. Shape of You. There you go. I had a bark, 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 bark. Is that the same time? Oh my God, it makes it better. Like, I try to time, like, whenever a streamer is doing like a music stream and the words are on the screen, like there's the chat on the screen, I love to try to type the chat to be in the on the screen as it happens. So you have to think ahead of the game. You got to get your head ahead of the game. And that's why, like, sometimes, like today, the gang, I think the TTS was like on time because somebody actually said it. I haven't listened to it yet. I probably won't. I marked it down. I usually don't watch VODs because I just don't care. I mean, I was there. It was cool. But like just when something cool timing wise, and this was in Jess's chat, it's just so cool, you know? it's just it's like it's a meta thing, you know. It's like you're just, wouldn't it be cool if like you could think and still try to put exactly where it would be, or just close enough. And it's, the timing has been perfect very few times, like perfect. But there's just some really, really fun things in multiple people's chats that do, like, you know, sometimes songs and stuff. But it's just, I love how much fun I have, whether I'm performing or observing. I love how much fun I have just being myself. It's such a beautiful freaking life, and I'm so thankful that for everybody and anybody that's in it, even the sucky people, as long as they're not too sucky. And not for a long period. You know, we don't want people that sucky a long time. No way, brother. No way. That's funny. You even saw me doing the fourth wall takes to the camera. Boobs. Wait, what? Hey, yo. Great minds think alike. Hey, look, boobies emotes in the chat. Isn't that beautiful? I think I'm leaving in 12 minutes at 1 p.m. I mean, 1 a.m. I'm not doing 13 more hours. No, I'm not doing that. I'm too old for this crap. And it might go to 111. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, come on, you said PM. I don't remember what you said. I will gaslight you all. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Whatever. Clip it. No. Why would I do that? Hey. And now we are in the Coral Corral. That's what we call this underwater biome. This is Arcadia.xyz. My name is Biggie Dude, and I'm going to make a fart sound. I told you. And that means I'm a man of my word. Yeah, buddy. That's like when some people say, "Hey, can I ask you for a favor?" And I say, "I want to know what it is first, because I'm not going to tell you yes, and then you're going to tell me something ridiculous." Because I'm a man of my word, and if I say yes, I'm going to do it if I can. And I got friends that try to take advantage of that crap, or I did. They're out of my life anymore. However, sometimes, you know. But yeah, I was kind of referring to it a little bit. People have always tended to need me way more than I would ever need them. And I'm always usually the person that's there for everybody else. And now I don't care. I'm just this. I'll be there for everybody, but I'm going to have boundaries, so I can do that. Adam, should I read that out loud? Oh, that's for my other game, my egg game. That's really funny, Adam. +1. I gotta show you. There's an egg in the sand. Let it rip. Adam says, "Oh yeah, I'm not hiding a body again." Just kidding. He didn't make the face or the emoji. I did that for artistic license and funny. Ha ha ha. Oh, I still have a minute. Okay, so right now this is what we have. We have an egg. All right, there's a cat in this egg, and you'll see his little paw soon. In about a minute and 33 seconds. Hey, that's a very big dude. I am going to turn off the sound so I don't get annoyed by it. I'm just thankful for everybody here. Thanks to all the lurkers, workers, and twerkers, and anybody that's watching this on a VOD in the future. I'm just thankful to be who I am. I have so much gratitude in my life. I've never been happier. And I think I'm going to be even more happier. Because it's kind of what's happening right now. Life is so cool. W dude. Yeah, man. Like, my life is filled with beautiful aesthetic experiences every day. Whether it's like walking the trail and just being a part of nature, seeing beautiful clouds, or creating music or different comedy things or stage things, even if it's just from the comfort of the digital void. My tailbone is really just been in this chair too much today because I did sit in it for like almost 5 hours earlier. All right, so now here's I did walk around a little bit. There's a cat in there. Okay. And I can't really show you this, but it's like an egg and it's got a money's, and I just hit myself. From showing all that butt. Dude, I grabbed my own hiney last night and I felt really good about it too. In case you wanted to know that. Last night was pretty ridiculous. Like, we did only a 30-minute stream or 40-minute stream on the other stuffs. And then I was just like, dude, I want to just let loose and swear a lot. So I just went on the one place I swear. All right, you're done for 3 hours. I'd still probably be awake. I don't have to do anything. I kind of just having a nice little, excuse me. I don't know what I'm going to get into tonight, and I don't need to get into anything. I don't need to do anything tomorrow either. I am playing Supercard, so that you know, if I get really bored, I'll stream that, but I probably won't. Been letting it loose. It's like I have a lot of my energies are changing, and like, you know, and I'm just kind of like really feeling good about stuff. Pent up stuff. Yeah. I mean, really. But I think it's also just letting the teacher mode of me kind of just keep on dying, you know? I'm not at the point where I want to be completely non-family friendly just because I don't ever need to do that, you know? I've thought about it, and that's like on every platform all the time, basically. Because I already have everything that I need or want at the one place, on the green side. If I just need some time to let loose, that's where I'll do it, you know? I mean, let's face it, literally 2 weeks ago, we made a whole freaking album with a whole lot of swearing in 2 hours. 19 songs in 2 hours. And it's in stores everywhere. At this time, 2 weeks ago, none of it existed. That is so cool. And 3 weeks ago, I hadn't even applied yet for it. So it's just like, I think of just in 3 weeks, something that I didn't even realize was going to be a possibility because I hadn't applied and I hadn't like, even really thought about it. I thought about it like once in August or whatever. I was like, I don't care. I don't want to, I don't want to do like a series and this and that. And then it just happened to be like the last week. And I was like, what if I just make an album? I wasn't going to make an album until like November. Because I just had made one a month ago, and I need things need to kind of let the algorithms do what they will and get some of those songs to be a little bit more known. The best part is something will hit within a year, because of how ridiculous the titles are and just how much fun the stupid stuff is. Because it was like, stupid stuff. I can't say what I want to say because I'm multi-streaming, but yeah. And now, like, because I've been going through kind of some cool spiritual stuff, right this moment, I don't feel like I need to do anything. And I know that I've got 2 really amazing conventions coming up where I will get inspired, be inspiring, etc. A circle of whatever, like at DreamHack, I have no idea, but somehow I probably will end up on the main stage because that's what happens now. Whether it's to sing a karaoke thing or to just do some random thing or just be accidentally pulled up, and it might not happen. I don't care if it does or not. I just love, or even on like a different stage. I don't know. I'm not worrying about anything. I just feel like the universe is bringing me to what I need to be brought to, and I'm good. I'm whole within myself, and it's dope, dude. Like, and people tell me sometimes that they can see it, quote unquote. That makes me feel very, very seen, like appreciated. And, I just love being who I am. And I love sharing my silly, stupid gifts of music and thought and just consciousness with everybody. It's fun. I've been having so much fun lately. Yeah, we're going to go to 111. It'll be a 2-hour stream, not a 222. But unless people keep talking and stuff. And, sometimes it's just vibes. Oh, yeah, you didn't know that? They're everywhere, dude. You can use them in TikTok. You can use them in Insta Reels. Make me famous, brother. Like, our friend Bunzilla loved the boobies and genres from the first album. Because it says bleep yeah bleepies right at the beginning. It's a really good thing. Yeah. But yeah, dude, my music's everywhere. The Sheetpost Tortoise, the Biggie Dude, and LBK TV are all in Spotify. I mean, they're all in Insta Reels. They're all in TikTok. They're all in Facebook. Well, that's Insta Reels, really. Slinging, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Which song do you think you would use for a post, or like besides the funny ones? Like, what's the one that you think you gotta that you want to share with the world? Like, because I don't advertise that to anybody on Facebook for myself. Like, nobody knows that that's me yet. And someday I'm gonna get like, dude, is this you? Because it happened when I was a stepdad. Yeah, dude. That's funny. But yeah, all of those things are usable on any of those places. And sometimes they blow up like that. You know, like on Spotify, today was quesadilla day, and a couple of people made stuff with my song, the quesadilla song, which blew up from like a circuit cutting board that made like a dinosaur quesadilla a few years ago, and I still get a bunch of listens every day on both Amazon as well as Spotify of that song. And that's like, I know that, dude, in 5 years time with some of these things, dude, it could be really ridiculously cool. But it also might just be pretty cool. But let's face it, for the 3 current Sheetpost Tortoise albums that have been created, it's been 7 hours of my life tops. If they do anything, I win. And it's just the best. They got me on the front page of Kick.com. I was multi-streaming that day. Because I'm not family friendly on that platform. I am family friendly on all the other platforms that I'm currently on. So. But I'd like to thank all the lurkers, workers, and twerkers today. I'm just, I'm one with the universe, man, and I'm having a beautiful little life here, and I still have so many cool things that I'm going to get into. But for the next couple of weeks, I know I'm going to walk a lot. I know I'm going to get my convention legs ready for, being on my feet and walking like miles and miles a day, and all the cool things. I'm going to do a lot of walking, and then I'm going to just vibe and play the piano like this. I love this. And I might try some new things. I might try one of these streams in the afternoon one day, And I might not. And the best thing is, I feel no pressure at all from myself. I'm exactly doing what I need to be doing so far. I'm not feeling the pull or the call to do anything at this moment. I'm just kind of content just being. And I think the universe is I think the universe is guiding me where I'm supposed to be. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm supposed to be right here, right now. So, but yeah, dude. We're going to leave in about 5 minutes, I think. Yeah. My shoes all have memory foam. We're all good. You know, like last year at TwitchCon, I probably walked an average of 10 miles a day or whatever. And that's pretty cool. What a beautiful day. Oh yeah, creamy style. Talk about getting your steps in. Yeah. I mean, really. Everyone, this is the last, as far as I know, time we'll be going through the Cavern of Rebirth today. And it's probably a good time to go there, basically. So basically what I'm going to say is everything is temporary. And as much as we may fear success or failure, or at worst, apathy, we're all alive. And I'm surrendering all of my love, joy, everything I've ever done, everything I ever will do, I give to the universe right now. And I'm going to take a deep breath, hold it, and just be. And then I'm going to let it out. And then I'm going to just fill myself with the joy and love in the universe with a big honking breath. But after I am empty for a couple of minutes, or not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, dear Lord. And I'm taking an emotional dump. Here we go. But everyone, in case you didn't know, you're amazing. Happy today. You are awesome. And what we're going to do real quickly is we're going to play the last little chords that I like to do. And then, I'll play the little theme. And we're going to play us out. But what I'd like you to do is, if you're still here and want to, type something, some words of wisdom or something that you want me to end the stream with, talking wise. Not a question, but like just a don't forget to believe in yourself type stuff, like inspirational little quotes. But this is officially the end of the stream. This has been the vibes, chill, peaceful, deep voice yapping, and relaxing type beat stream show extravaganza. My name is Biggie Dude, and I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of my world, and thank you for letting me be a part of yours. And I'm honored that anybody ever watches me ever, and I love you all. This is Biggie Dude saying bye-bye. Adam rules. Says, tomorrow is never promised. So take what you can today. And I like to say, don't give up on yourself. You're the only person you'll ever truly know. Adam says, have fun and be the fun that is needed in these dark times. And I share that with all of you. We can all have a lot of fun just being silly, goofy goobers. Like that. That was fun. I'd like to also thank all the lurkers, workers, and twerkers, and everybody that ever watches the Son of Odd. You're part of the good stuff. If you're here, you're part of the good stuff. If you ever doubt, you're part of the good stuff, because I'm part of the good stuff. And game recognizes game. Good night, everybody. Have a beautiful tonight and a great tomorrow. And may all of your dreams be wonderful and good ones and not hurt anybody. I'm going to leave. And I love y'all. Biggie Dude has left the building, but not yet. Goodbye. I love you so much. You're the best in all the land. Okay, goodbye. I love you. Bye. Bye. Okay, goodbye. I'm gone. Yay. Boobies emotes in the chat. Yay. W's and clappies and biggie dance. Oh, you put biggie dance in there. That was very nice of you. All right, everybody. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow streaming. I should be alive and on the planet, so that's good. Okay. Bye. I love you all. Bye.